Good evening, and welcome to the Cherry Hill West Weekly Report. I'm Adora English.
And I'm Jeff Lyons, and here's the news. Last week, Cherry Hill West advanced to the quarterfinals of the Knowledge Bowl by beating Rancocas Valley 360 to 160. They will face crosstown rival Cherry Hill East next Thursday, May 19th.
My name's Howard Masters. I'm a senior, and I don't do very many unusual things, but I am the editor-in-chief of our yearbook.
I find that unusual, and that's very good, Howard. Thank you. Shilpa, you were going to tell us about your name.
Well, Shilpi is my middle name, which means artistic, and my first name is Nivedita, which means dedication. And I try to express my artistic talents through my writing by working on our literary magazine aspect.
Where is your family from? Well, where do the names?
India.
India. Okay, nice to have you back, Shilpi. Jeff?
My name is Jeff Schuman, and I'm also a senior. And this past holiday season, I worked as a Christmas moose at a local shopping mall.
That's unusual, Jeff. I'll buy that. Seth?
I'm Seth Klukoff.
Excuse me, just Jeff, ho, ho, ho. Seth?
I'm Seth Klukoff. I'm a junior on this team, and, well, it's a little different from being a moose in a shopping mall, but this summer I was selected to participate at the Governor's School of Foreign Relations, and they only take 100 students from New Jersey. It's the first year that New Jersey's had it.
That's marvelous, Seth. Congratulations. All right.
I'm here today with Scott Broder, president of the Student Activities Organization here at Cherry Hill West. He is here today to tell us about the changes being made in the school constitution. Scott, why do you feel a need for these changes?
Well, first of all, you talk about a revised constitution here. The old constitution that the school seems to be going by was made in 1967, and that's, 16 years ago. And I think the times have changed, and the enrollment's gone down since then, and there's a big need for changes to more suit today's school.
What exact significant changes are being made?
Well, none have been made yet. It's still a proposed constitution. It's being reviewed by some administrators and the class advisors. And the main thing is to give students a channel to go through to gripe their problems or just to say how much they like something or don't like something. And it gives the students someone to go to and a representative that can bring their opinions to the board or to the advisors or the administrators.
When do you expect this proposal to be finalized?
Well, as I said, it's being reviewed right now, and it's going to take a while. We're coming across a lot of problems, different people's opinions, but we're aiming for the end of this year.
And when do you expect it to go into effect?
Well, if everything goes all right, they're going to give it on a trial basis next year and start it with the beginning of next year.
Thank you very much, Scott. This has been Jeff Lyons for Cable News.
Over 125 poems, short stories, and essays were submitted to the last English writing contest of the year. In Division 1, Andrea Casanzo won her first place for her poem Dreams. This is the second time Andrea has been a winner. In Division 2, freshman Chuck Aaron, another two-time winner, placed first. In Division 3, first place was awarded to Paul Butler for his short story Confiding with Bill Droz. In Division 4, junior Esther Goodstein was awarded first place for her short story Fame. In Division 5, Brett Malotsky placed first for the third time this year. He submitted a poem called Unknown Facts. In Division 6, Annette Carter was awarded first place. In Division 7, senior Steve Holtzman was awarded first place for his short story, He That Is Down. Principal Joan Katz awarded the first place winners a selected book and a certificate of achievement. Second and third place winners received a certificate of achievement. The English department would like to thank the hundreds of students who shared their poems, short stories, and essays.
In sports, the boys varsity baseball team beat Washington Township 9-6 on Monday to pull into a tie for first place in the Olympic National Division. West was led by Blaise Salvatore with his big 5-for-5 day with a double and 3 RBIs. West has 2 games before next week's big encounter with Cherry Hill East. Please tune in next Wednesday on Channel U34 at 7:30 to watch the game. Boys tennis team scored an exciting victory over Washington Township yesterday, 3-2. Winning for West were singles players Ray Pescatore and Brock Hamilton, and doubles team of Jordan Maltz and Alfonso Sanario. With this win, they improved their record to 13-2. Reporter Dora English spoke with varsity softball coach Tim Sadar.
Mr. Sadar, how long have you been coaching at West?
This is my 12th year as the head varsity softball coach.
Do you feel that this has been one of your better seasons?
Very definitely. We still have a few games left, and that will determine it, but at this stage, I would say is one of the better ones we've had, yes.
How good is the record?
Right now, we are 11-5.
what do you feel are the team's stronger points?
So far, I think what's happened is that each game, it seems like somebody different has come forward offensively to come up with a key hit when we needed them. And I think also defensively, we're able to, when we do get runners on base against us, to either pick them off or do the necessary plays to get out of the inning.
Is there anyone that you feel has significantly contributed to the team as a whole?
That's a really difficult question because, as I just got through saying, each game somebody comes forward and helps out. But I would like to just mention our number one pitcher, Jennifer Schomer, is having a very good year, and Diane Mancini is on a tear right now as far as hitting, and Sue Bard makes our defense go. So those three I would like to highlight.
Are there any players that you're surprised at their accomplishments?
One in particular is senior Donna Venazio. She is presently batting around 350, and here's an example of a student who doesn't have the most talent in the world, but because of hard work has really accomplished, and she's been definitely a pleasant surprise this year.
So you think that the team has worked well as a whole through the season?
Through the whole season, we hit a slight slump about midway through, but I think that's behind us, and now we're looking forward to the state tournaments.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sadar. Don't forget to tune in 2 weeks from tonight for the East-West softball game.
The Industrial Arts Department is preparing for the annual South Jersey Craftsman's Fair held at the Deptford Mall on May 9th through May 15th. As in the past years, Cherry Hill High School East and West will be well represented. Over 17 divisions ranging from architectural drafting to woodworking will be on display. We anticipate many top awards as we've had in the past. The Industrial Arts Department invites you to visit these displays.
We would like to wish congratulations to Donna Filan and Charles Slayton for being selected from the Camden County Teen Arts Festival. They will represent Cherry Hill West at the State Festival at Douglas College next month. The Cherry Hill West Band will be leaving for Montreal, Canada on tomorrow morning to enter international competitions such as band, field, jazz, and marching. We would like to wish them all good luck.
Thank you for watching the West Weekly Report. Join us again this time next week. Good night.
Good night.
Welcome to the May 11th cable news for Cherry Hill East. I'm Alan Keller, and this is Jill Ferreira. Now for the news. The final exam schedules have been posted. They will be held from June 14th through June 20th. Business Education, Fine and Performing Arts, and the Industrial Arts departments will administer their final exams in 1 or 2 class periods from June 18th through June 13th. Jill?
Special congratulations should be given to Senior John McGee, who received an award for being one of the top 15 out of over 100 for his coverage of East sports. The award was a $50 bond from KYW Radio internship. Congratulations are also in order for Julie Cribby, who delivered research papers to the U.S. Army Science and Humanities Symposium at West Point last week. She placed third in her session among a total of 42 presenters. Congratulations to the Knowledge Bowl team for their win on May 5th of 345 to 215 over Eastern. You can watch the show tomorrow night on Channel 2 at 7:30 p.m. Next, the team will meet Cherry Hill West on May 19th. You can come out and support your team members, Balma Arthrea, Barry Goldman, Ken Kaplan, and Raul Yanis. See Ms. Beck in F81 to sign up for the bus, which will leave at 5:30 on Thursday, May 19th. Alan?
Last Wednesday, the Cum Laude Society induction ceremony was held in the East Auditorium. Senator Lee Laskin spoke about the problems of the 80s. Mrs. Bobby Richterman, president of the Home and School Association and Board of Education member, was honored with membership. Once again, for the 6th time, East has had its annual one-act plays. Each class, freshman through senior, presented a short play. Each play was then judged, and the junior class won for the best play. Other awards given were Best Director, Lisa Geis, Best Actor, Mike Gericke, Best Actress, Cheryl Kavenko, Best Stage Manager, Marge Steffen, Best Designer, Ralph Messina, Best Bis Award, Lisa Geis, Best Male Performance was Marcelo Caramuda, and Best Female Performance was Fran Gagliotti. Both the junior and senior class plays will be entered in tri-state competition in New Hope at Bucks County Theater. Joe?
The Industrial Arts Department have entered the South Jersey Student Craftsmanship Fair. We will feature the award winners next week. Entrants are students of Mr. Joseph Morgan, Mr. Robert Foster, and Mr. John O'Neill. They have entered mechanical drawings, architectural drawings, and woodworking. The fair opened yesterday at Deptford Mall, and will run through Friday, May 13th. On Monday, an exhibition of artworks by seniors opened at the Board of Education building on Marcrest Road. The students are seniors from studio painting. There's an advanced course taught by Mrs. Helene Saka. The students plan to go on to art schools. Rob Langer got some more details on the senior art show.
I'm here with student artists Tom Amont, Steve McKenzie, Abby Baer, Kathleen Walthy, and Patrick Callahan, who could not be with us today, all students of Mrs. Helen Saka. Steve, what types of works are being exhibited?
Each student has about 5 to 6 pieces in the show. Different types of media, watercolors, acrylics, photography, different pieces like that.
Mm-hmm. Tom, when can people see these works?
Well, the opening is tonight, and they'll be shown all the way through till May 19th, Monday through Friday, 8 till 4.
Please come out and see the works of these fine East artists. I'm Rob Langer for East Update.
Tomorrow night, the music department will hold its spring band concert in the auditorium at 8 p.m. The concert band, directed by Mr. Capilupo, and the symphonic band with Mr. Roy Huff will showcase their students. Mr. Bruce Yerko will conduct the wind ensemble, performing Percy Granger's Lincolnshire Posy and Mozart's Marriage of Figaro. Tonight, Newsreel will be shown at 7:30. Trish Olson interviews WCAU's newscaster Terry Ruggles about the news media and story ideas. Deanna Day reviews Something Wicked This Way Comes. Steve Garber will critique the A-Team, and Stacy Shapiro and Gunda Kuhl will show you how to make Italian sauce and an easy dessert. Now over to Jill.
On the sports scene this weekend, the golf team won the Group 4 Conference Championship. The team defeated Pennsauken High School with a score of 6-0. John Smeller was medalist with a score of 38. Congratulations to the following varsity team members: Gary Scholl, Rick Fauci, John Smeller, Todd Schoenwetter, Mike Davis, Mike Haskell, and Darlene Pernham. Congratulations to Coach Griffenberg and to all the players. Today the team played against Cherokee at Indian Springs. Tomorrow they will be at Tavistock and Haddonfield at 3:30. The freshman softball team is having a fine season. They are now 8-2. On Monday, the girls won over Pennsauken 17-5. Coach Fleischman says the girls owe their success to strong pitching, fielding, and hitting. Friday, the teams play Haddonfield away. The freshman team will be home at 3:30.
On Wednesday, East lacrosse teams defeated Rancocas Valley 13-4 and 19-3. The team pulled together with excellent defense and saves to defeat Pennsauken on Friday. The varsity team had a 17-2 victory, while the JV team had a 7-4 victory. Varsity goals were scored by Cheryl Miller, Maggie Cohen, Sue Wilson, Heather DeCoux, Amanda Hansen, and Donna Burke. Heather DeCoux played excellent defense with 10 interceptions, while Karen Heisler had 6 saves. Junior varsity goals were scored by Blanche Brown and Christy Ondas. Goalkeeper Barb Welch played an excellent game with 15 saves. The girls lacrosse also beat Eastern 12-5. Cheryl Miller led the scoring with 6 goals, Sue Wilson had 3, and Maggie Cohen made 2. Tomorrow, the girls' freshman team meets Cinnaminson home at 3:30.
The boys' baseball team lost to Cumberland Thursday, 4-10. They are ready to face Lenape on Friday away and Eastern at home on Saturday at 1 p.m.
Lori Watson, Ann Norton, and Jill Goldhand took first in the girls' track against Pennsauken to bring the final score to 85.5 to 36.5. Thursday and Saturday, they will take part in the Camden County Carnival at Haddon Township.
The boys' track team suffered a loss to Pennsauken 78-53, but Gary Johnson took first place with a 15-9 in the high hurdles, and Bill Stewart was first with a 4-minute 42.8 in the 1600s. Friday and Saturday, the boys will be entered in the Camden County Carnival at Haddon Township.
The boys' tennis team have upped their record to 11-0. They beat Cinnaminson 5-0 over the weekend. Today, they met Woodrow Wilson away. Thursday and Friday, the boys will participate in the South Jersey Conference at East. Good luck, boys. Now back to Jill.
This has been the news for May 11th. For Alan Keller, this is Jill Ferreira. Have a nice week. Stay tuned for Newsreel magazine, followed by highlights of East Jazz Band concert. These will all be shown after the junior high news.
Good evening, this is Michael Ireton welcoming you to this week's edition of Brainerd News. On tonight's telecast, we will fill you in on the sports results since last week's show, and we will also have a special interview. So, here with our sports update is Amy Miller.
On last Wednesday, the 8th grade girls softball team defeated Christ the King. The next day, Thursday, the 8th grade boys baseball team overcame Oakland by a great margin and kept on striving for another win against Christ the King the next day. Along with the baseball game being played on Friday, Brainerd's track team wrapped up another difficult meet by defeating Haddonfield. It looks like the team will hold Brainerd's fine record all the way throughout their season. This past Monday, both our varsity boys and girls ball teams had games. The girls lost to Delran 13-5, while the boys overcame Delran 17-3. As standings read on this past Monday, our 8th grade boys baseball team was first in the lineup along with Heritage. The real showdown will be next week when Heritage and Brainerd meet face-to-face. And now back to you, Michael.
Thanks, Amy. And now here is Charlie Miller with a very special interview.
Today we have with us Steve Kane, an 8th grade student here at Brainerd, who has quite an interesting story to share with us. Steve recently competed in the Grand Concours de Francais, which means National French Contest, in which he placed third in the entire nation. That's right, third out of all 8th and 9th grade students in the entire United States. Steve placed first in the Middle Atlantic states. Steve, when did you first start your interest in French?
About 5 or 6 years old.
Did your parents influence you in any way in this endeavor?
Well, my mother's French.
So I guess this gave you an advantage.
Well, not really, Charlie. You see, we really didn't speak much French around the house. We just spoke as much as any other family from European descent would speak, like hello, goodbye, good night.
All right, Steve. Now tell us how this competition works.
Well, first, in about October, Mrs. Wells, our French teacher at Brainerd, asked if anybody wanted to take the test in Chestnut Hill College that would be taking place in February. I volunteered, and she gave me a book to study from. And then in February, we went down to Chestnut Hill College, and we took the test. 1,000 people took part in the test, and I was first out of everybody. And then my score went on to compare with other scores around the Mid-Atlantic States region, and I was also first there. And then my score was compared at a national level, and I was third place in the nation out of everybody.
Did you receive any awards for your efforts?
Yeah. Well, I won this certificate of merit for taking the test, and I received a certificate for being the regional winner, first place in the region, and I received a certificate for being a national winner, third place in the nation. I also received a plaque, which I'll be getting in the mail pretty soon, and this book by Jules Verne, in French, cartoon book.
Well, très bien, Etienne.
Merci beaucoup.
How'd I do, Steve?
Très bien.
Bonsoir. Michel?
Merci bien, Jacques. For the entire Brainerd News staff, this is Michael Ireton saying bonsoir et au semaine prochaine.
Good evening and welcome to What's News at Heritage. I'm Steve Schofler.
And I'm Jennifer Firestone.
Tonight we'll be discussing computers with Mr. Pisano, chairman of the math department at Heritage.
Mr. Pisano, can you tell us what computers are and when they came into existence?
Computers are basically machines that store, accept, process, and then hand out that processed information back to us.
When and why were computers made part of the Heritage math curriculum?
Computers were first made part of the Heritage math curriculum in September of this past school year. The reason for the use of computers is that they permeate society today, and we feel that it's necessary for students to get some exposure to the operation of a computer and understanding of how they work.
Can you explain the difference between the types of computers that are available to families today and suggest the kind of computer that would be practical for the average family?
All right, there are a wide variety of computers on the market today. They range in prices anywhere from $49 up through many thousands of dollars. It's difficult to endorse a particular computer at this point because a lot of it depends upon the needs of the individual or the family that wish to purchase it. What I would suggest is that a family look at what their potential needs are, go into some computer stores, and discuss those needs with the salesman who may be able to recommend a computer for that particular family.
Mr. Pisano, you have some students working in the room today. Could you have them explain what they're working on?
Okay, why don't we see if they're willing? Ricky?
So I'm programming a graphics game, and the game will create a small area of land at the bottom of the screen, and it will have a bomb drop from the top, and you have to move the cursor and destroy the bomb for points, and it gets gradually harder as you destroy the bombs.
Working on a little program just to make an object move by using the keyboard.
Well, I'm just like working on a tape that I found in the tape thing, and I'm just saying work on programming this. Instead of ending the show with a standard sign-off, we thought we'd end it in a technologically new way. So from Steve Schofield
and Jennifer Firestone,